Warren Buffett is the most quoted investor alive. Everyone knows his lines. Be fearful when others are greedy. Buy and hold forever. Invest in what you know. But here is what almost nobody does. Actually look at what he owns. Because when you do, when you open the actual portfolio and look at the numbers, you find something that contradicts almost everything people think Warren Buffett believes about investing. And that contradiction reveals something about wealth building that most people completely miss. Stay with me, because this is not the Buffett story you have heard before. Let me describe something that happens constantly in personal finance communities. Someone discovers investing. They start reading, they find Warren Buffett, they absorb his quotes, they hear about his philosophy of buying great companies and holding them forever, and then they do what feels like the logical next step. They try to find the next great company. They read annual reports they barely understand. They watch earnings calls. They pick individual stocks based on businesses they personally like. They buy one or two or five companies and tell themselves they are doing what Buffett does. Call him Tom. Tom is 31. He has $14,000 invested. It is spread across 7 individual company stocks. He researched each one carefully. He feels like an investor. His portfolio has underperformed a simple Canadian index ETF by 6% over 3 years. Not because Tom is unintelligent, because Tom is doing a simplified version of what Buffett does, without the resources, the team, the regulatory filings access, the management relationships, and the 50 years of pattern recognition that make Buffett's approach work for Buffett. Tom heard the philosophy. He did not look at the actual portfolio. If he had, he would have learned something very different. Here is the thing about Warren Buffett that almost nobody talks about. Berkshire Hathaway, his company, is not primarily a stock-picking vehicle anymore. It is one of the largest insurance companies in the world. It owns railroads. It owns energy utilities. It owns manufacturing businesses. It owns retail companies. It owns real estate businesses. These are not stocks Buffett bought and holds in an account. These are businesses he owns outright or controls, with operations, employees, and revenues that have nothing to do with a brokerage account. But here is what really changes the picture when you look at his actual publicly disclosed stock portfolio. It is not diversified the way most financial advisors would recommend. It is wildly concentrated. As of the most recently available disclosures, Berkshire's publicly traded stock portfolio has had Apple alone representing anywhere from 30 to 50% of the entire portfolio value at various points. One stock, half the portfolio. The next few positions, American Express, Bank of America, Coca-Cola, Chevron, bring the top 5 holdings to somewhere between 70 and 80% of the entire portfolio. This is not a diversified portfolio of carefully researched companies across many sectors. This is massive concentration in a small number of businesses Buffett has held for decades. Now think about what Tom was trying to replicate with 7 stocks. He was not even doing what Buffett does. And what Buffett does, massive concentration with decades of holding, is not something most individual investors can execute safely without the insurance float, the full business ownership, and the institutional resources Berkshire has behind it. Here is what this misunderstanding actually costs individual investors like Tom. Tom spent significant time researching individual companies. He picked 7 he believed in. He felt the intellectual satisfaction of doing what he thought sophisticated investors do. 3 years later, he is behind a simple index fund that required no research, no stock selection, and no ongoing monitoring. The cost is not just performance, it is time, mental energy, the opportunity cost of complexity that produced worse results than simplicity. And here is the broader point about Buffett that makes this genuinely important. Buffett himself, the man whose quotes everyone uses to justify stock picking, has repeatedly, consistently, and publicly said that most ordinary investors should not pick individual stocks. He has said it in shareholder letters, he has said it in interviews, he has said it in his own will, which reportedly instructs that 90% of the cash left for his wife should be put into a low-cost S&P 500 index fund. Not individual stocks, an index fund. The man whose philosophy is used to justify individual stock picking has told ordinary investors not to pick individual stocks. That gap between what people say Buffett believes and what Buffett actually says for ordinary investors is the thing Tom never found. Let me give you the actual lessons from Buffett's portfolio and philosophy that apply to someone with a regular income and a brokerage account. Think of Buffett's approach like a master chef running a Michelin-starred restaurant. The techniques he uses, the sourcing relationships, the precision, the years of palate development, produce extraordinary results in his kitchen. If you try to replicate his exact techniques in your home kitchen without his equipment, his training, and his ingredient access, you are not going to produce the same meal. But the principles behind his cooking: use quality ingredients, do not overcomplicate things, be patient with the process, do not constantly change the recipe. Those principles work in any kitchen. The applicable Buffett principles for regular investors are not the specific stocks he holds. They are the behaviors underneath them. He buys and holds for decades without reacting to short-term noise. He does not trade in and out based on market movements. He ignores the headlines. He lets compounding work without interrupting it. He has said clearly, for ordinary investors who do not have the time, resources, or expertise to analyze individual businesses, consistent investment in a low-cost index fund that tracks the broad market is the correct approach. Not because it is the most exciting strategy, because it is the one that works. A simple globally diversified index ETF in a TFSA in Canada, an ISA in the UK, a Roth IRA in the US, is the implementation of Buffett's core principles for an ordinary investor: patient, long-term, low-cost, undisturbed. Here is what Tom does differently from this point forward. Here is what you do. Stop trying to replicate what Buffett owns. Start replicating how Buffett behaves. If you are currently holding individual stocks, you picked based on a general sense that the company is good. Evaluate honestly whether you have a genuine informational edge over the institutions also analyzing those companies. If you do not, a low-cost globally diversified index ETF is the more appropriate vehicle. This does not mean selling everything immediately. It means having an honest conversation with yourself about whether your stock selection is producing better results than a simple index, and whether the time and mental energy it requires is worth the outcome. If you are starting from scratch, the approach is simple. Open a tax-advantaged account for your country. Buy a broadly diversified low-cost index, ETF. Set up automatic monthly contributions. Leave it alone. In Canada, XEQT or VEQT in a TFSA covers global market exposure in a single product with a very low management fee. In the UK, a Vanguard LifeStrategy fund inside a stocks and shares ISA. In the US, VTI, or a total world fund inside a Roth IRA. Read Buffett's annual shareholder letters. Not for the stock tips, there are none. For the mental models about patience, long-term thinking, and the compounding principles that actually transfer to ordinary investors. And every time you feel the urge to trade in and out of something because of a news headline, ask yourself what Buffett does when the market drops. He looks for things to buy, not sell. Here is the reframe. Most people look at Warren Buffett and see a stock picker. What he actually is, at the core, is a compounder. His wealth was not built by being right about individual stocks more often than wrong. It was built by letting compounding run for 70 years without stopping it. He started investing seriously in his early teens. He is in his 90s. The majority of his net worth was built after he turned 65. Not because his strategy changed, but because that is when compounding curves bend vertically. The lesson for an ordinary investor is not which stocks Buffett owns. The lesson is that the strategy he recommends for people like you, low-cost index investing, held patiently for decades, produces outcomes that seem impossible until the compounding has been running long enough. Tom does not need to own what Buffett owns. Tom needs to do what Buffett says to do. There is a significant difference between those two things. The most famous investor alive has told ordinary people, repeatedly, clearly, and without ambiguity, that a low-cost index fund held patiently for decades is the right approach for most investors. He said it in his letters. He said it in his interviews. He said it in his will. The noise around stock picking, market timing, and finding the next great company has drowned out the clearest message from the clearest source. You do not need to find the next apple. You need to own a piece of every apple that comes along, automatically through an index fund, and leave it alone long enough for compounding to do what only time can produce. That is the actual Buffett lesson. Not the quotes on motivational posters, the portfolio he recommended for his wife, the one that requires no genius, no research, no stock picking skill, just patience and time. You already have the patience if you choose it. Time starts today. Drop a comment and tell me, did this change how you think about Buffett's actual approach? Are you currently holding individual stocks or an index fund? Tell me your situation. I read every comment. If you know someone who is trying to invest like Buffett by picking individual stocks, share this video. The message they need is in here. From Buffett himself. Subscribe to Nuella Invest. Every week, we cut through the noise and get to what actually matters for your money. See you in the next one.